He has 11 successful title defenses already. He has got the most in UFC history. He is the first and only UFC flyweight champion. I always ask myself when I look at him, I say, how did they fit 3,000 pounds of badass in a 125-pound package? I don't know. We're going to figure it out though, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the champ, Demetrius Johnson.
It's not necessarily even about the belt no more. Like, it's about dethroning the guy that beat me in the first round, 2 minutes and 36 seconds. It's about that guy that has conquered 11 title defenses. It's really about, it's not even about the belt no more. To me, it's about Demetrius, man. To me, it's about Demetrius. Trust me, man, that's a gold-plated belt, too. It's because he beat me. It's because he beat me. It's because he's beat everybody else in there. And somebody has to dethrone him. When I first made my debut, before I even made my debut, Demetrius Johnson was already UFC champion. Before I even ever fathomed about becoming a mixed martial artist, this guy already had the belt. So what I'm saying is we're coming, man. We're coming Saturday night. I appreciate everybody's support here in California. You guys are extremely dear to me. My family, my brothers and sisters, they were raised here, and I'll never forget where I come from. Thank you.
That iconic image after that fight, you know, of him in your face screaming. I wonder, you know, when you see that image, what kind of emotion it stirs in you? Have you? I mean, do you
it's good, man. He's classless. That's TJ. He's always been like that. It's who he is. You know, win and lose with class. And, you know, when I outclassed Dominic Cruz, you know, I gave him his respect. TJ's up in my face. You know what I mean? Flexing on my team, acting like a real asshole. You know what? I remember every single thing. That's what motivated me this whole entire camp. TJ getting in my face right after that fight. But damn no well, you know, if it was me and him, like it was in our locker rooms, just me and him, face to face, he wouldn't do that. He did that because, you know, like I said, he's classless.
Got lost?
Just that he knows how tough the fight was the first time going into it. You know, I've trained with the guy. I've trained with all of his team, so they know how tough I am. And getting that victory, I'm even going to do it even smoother this time. It's a very tough fight for him. He knows that, as well as it's hard for you to come out and talk a bunch of crap when you just got knocked out.
You posted recently, I think it was last week, about ruining his career, and that's heavy words. That's pretty significant. What made you want to post that, and where's the feelings behind that?
Because he doesn't deserve this rematch. He's getting it because he was brash, and the UFC loves that. The UFC loves that he's willing to make a fool of himself. He didn't deserve the rematch, but he definitely deserves to get his ass kicked again. And once you get your second shot at the belt and he's getting it right away, that's it, man. Your career's history at my weight class, because I'm going to be the king here. You're not going to get another shot.
He said in the media scrum yesterday that he feels like your dominance in the division has kind of made the division stale, and it's kind of made people shy away from wanting to watch it. Any thoughts on that?
I'm sure if he won, it would be the same fucking thing. But that's his opinion, and I don't think so.
Is that, you think it's just the division itself, or you think there's something else at play?
I just think, you know, in our division, we don't have a lot of controversy people talking back and forth, not a lot of bad blood. So, you know, I think a lot of people out there, I mean, the true fans out there, the people who enjoy mixed martial arts and respect all weight classes, you know, they love this division. For the people out there who just want to see blood set and, you know, me call them names and talk about them, they have no interest probably.
But you like that there's no drama, there's not a lot of trash talk.
I mean, there's no trash talk. I mean, my opponents trash talk me, you know, John Dotson says some stuff about me, but at the end of the day, I was like, I don't care.
See the crowd yesterday, man, it's full of brown. But that's just the way it is, and I can only imagine how the crowd's going to be Saturday night, you know. All respect to the champ, but man, they're out there, you know, the Mexicans want to see blood, and they want to see it come out of him. Man, ultimately, it's God, because I have a different style than Demetrius. So styles make fights, and I think that alone, I think there would be more. I think it would be more of actual fights, you know, rather than him just displaying a good clinic in a fight. You know, I think that's because that's my style of fighting, man. I can go blow for blow. Demetrius is a little smarter than that, but I understand now, man. It's about you guys too, man. It's about the crowd, man. It's not just about winning no more, man. It's about the people, and when you slowly understand that, you want to treat the fans.
Demetrius Johnson, the flyweight champ, one of the greatest fighters of all time, set to step on the scale for his title defense against Henry Cejudo tomorrow night at UFC 227.
125.
125 on the nose for Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson. Certainly not an easy weight cut for Cejudo.
124 and a half.
124 and a half. How about that?
That is amazing.
How about that for Cejudo, who...
Do you remember that when he used to have weight cut issues? It almost seems like
And he's here bright and early.
Stepping on the scale and holding still, please. 134 and 3/4.
134 and 3/4 for bantamweight challenger Cody Garbrandt. Dillashaw needs to make 135 pounds for his title fight with Cody Garbrandt to be official.
Looking straight ahead, holding still, please. 135.
135 even for TJ Dillashaw. No drama here.
Tell me, you know, he's defended the belt so many times, he's beaten the best in the division. Why are you the guy to take the belt off him?
So I'm the best welterweight in the division.
Well, you're fighting in the Woodley weight division. You're not the best in the division. You didn't even win your last fight against Wonder Boy, and you didn't even make weight. So with that said, I've consistently fought the top guys. I knocked out Robbie Lawler when he was the most vicious champion in record-breaking time.
Every dog has its day.
Everybody has their day.
Every dog has its day.
But
and your day is going to come September 8th.
And guess what? And guess what? I used to be the young lion. I used to be the barking.
And you're the old lion now, so let me do my work.
And guess what? You're going to be done work on.
I don't need to be
when they scrape you up, I'll pat you on the back and say,
okay,
better
we'll
luck
see.
next
We'll
time.
see. Every dog has its day.
You just come there and make weight.
Every dog has its day.
You just make weight.
Okay, don't you worry about that. Is that your only concern? You need to be concerned about me
I have no concern.
cleaning your chin out.
I have no concern. I have no concern.
We'll see.
Okay.
We just had the stare down, Darren. What did you see when you kind of looked in his eyes, sized them up, I guess, for the first time?
I always tell the truth, no fear. He's not scared, nothing like that. You know, he's the champion.
I like that.
I'll make weight, don't you worry about
like
that. He's the champion, you know, respect is the champion, but that doesn't change anything. You know, I'm still coming to knock him clean out on September 8th.
I like that, and I'm glad he saw it, because I saw the same thing, and this is going to be a war. I looked him in his eye, I saw no bitch there, he ready to fight, he ready to go to war, and let's get it on.
Considering how much fuss was made about the interim title that Kobe will be stripped from and the rivalry you two had budding, are you disappointed at all that he's not the one sitting across the table from you?
Not at all. To be honest, when I look at matchups, Darren Till may be the toughest matchup for me in the division. Every time I face the toughest guy, I show up. When it was Carlos Condit, I showed up. When it was Robbie Lawler, I showed up. Kobe Covington got there because he won a fight and he was in position to fight for it. I didn't make a fuss about the interim belt. I was fighting him because he was the next up in line. But when I'm faced with a lion that want to take my belt, it's game time. I fought my fucking life for this belt. I put everything for this belt. He want to come and get it. Everybody think they want something until they lock that octagon, and he gonna see.
Tyron, do you think Darren deserves the title shot given the weight issues?
Yeah, I think he deserves a title shot. He's a guy that's used his mouth, used his hands, got a whole country behind him to fight. Does anybody really deserve a title shot anymore? I mean, there's no real rubric on, you know, if someone's going to get a title shot. If he's in the top 5, he's putting on great fights, fans want to see him fight, of course he deserves a title shot.
And Darren, how big of a concern is the weight to you?
So I'm a big guy. I said, I'm a big guy. I cut a lot of weight. Last fight, I left a lot of weight to cut late on. I've always done it. And this time, I had a speed bump at the end. So this time, get me weight lower earlier on. And then, the weight cut will be easy the week out. So that's what's happening.
Things up. I got to go home to Denver and put on a show with Mike Perry. There's not going to be any confusion. He's definitely going to meet me in the middle and throw the fuck down. I can't wait. He's been training with me the last fight. He's going to show up and fight, and I can't wait, man. It's going to be fun.
I think, I don't know, I saw a picture of Cowboy in his gi, man. I think he's going to come out and try to take me down, make it a boring fight. but there's no way that's gonna happen. We're gonna put on a hell of a show. He's right about that. That's why I'm just up here having fun, shook his hand, ain't nothing to it. I think Izzy and Derek are funny. You know, we up here talking some shit. And me and Cowboy ain't gotta talk shit. It's gonna be all smiles. See, people say that Cowboy does his best when he's friendly with you. And if you show it in return, he's gonna take you out. Well, I always want the best out of my opponents, and that's why I try to get in their head and get out of them.
Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You're welcome, James. Welcome to the big show. You get to fight in the main event. You made it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's your last main event. You're about to be on a 3-fight losing streak and shipping your ass back to the B leagues to fight tomato cans again.
And I'll still have more money in my bank account.
I got more money than you right now, bro. I fought 4 times in the last year, and I won my fights. You lost 2 out of 3. You fucking suck, dude.
I've made more money in bonuses.
You're a
than
can
you've
crusher.
made your
You're
whole
a can
career.
crusher, bro. You padded your record against B-level competition.
I made $200,000 in bonuses.
You've been fucking.
You haven't made
Congratulations.
that in your 10 fights.
Congratulations. Don't break your hand patting yourself on the ass, bro.
Well, you're welcome. Are you gonna run like a bitch the whole time, or are you gonna stand there and fight me for these people?
Yeah, I'm not the Homer Simpson of MMA like you are, bro. I'm not gonna take a beating, but you will get knocked the fuck out. You take 10 significant strikes per minute. That's 50 shots a round. That you ain't lasting 3 rounds of me taking all that beating like that. You're
So the
29
answer's
years
yes
old and
or not?
you're 29 years old and you're punch drunk and slurring when you talk, bro. So yeah,
slurred
you're
when
getting
I was
knocked out. No, I'm not gonna stand like a retard and fight the.
So you're gonna run like a bitch.
But you are
Good
gonna
to
get
know.
slept. You're gonna get knocked out within 3 rounds for sure.
Where's the beef? Where did this come from?
So you see my memes, right? I hit him with that video on my Instagram, but he said I was a fanboy in 2015. Thing is, I seen him and I said, what's up? He ignored me way back then in 2015. So that already shows me that he knew who I was and knew I was a threat already way back then. And now that I'm here, I'm in his face. I saw him. He can't even control his emotions. He's just coming in here trying to flex. Don't worry, November 3rd, I will deliver.
Israel, you're skinny, bro. Hey, you better lift some weights, man. You're skinny as hell. I'm not worried about you. I'm an All-American wrestler.
I might be the ugliest, but I'll whoop your ass any
for
day.
3 rounds,
any
bro, till I
single day.
finish you.
Yo, check.
Hey, you built like a senior citizen. I'm not worried about you, boy.
You
Not
fight
worried
like
about
a drunk
you, boy.
bum.
It's
Shut
over
the
for
fuck
you,
up.
bro. A glory reject. You went 0-2. Now you coming over here in the big dog.
Shut the fuck
I'm gonna
up.
show you
Short
what's
November
up.
3rd.
Yeah.
Bring that chin on the platter, and I'll clean it off as well.
Bro, why you trying to talk like Connor? You from Nigeria. What
Well,
fake
my man,
accent?
why y'all
Shut
let me
up,
look
fake
do
accent.
it?
Shut up,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
It's over for
What
you.
team?
Why did you choose to come back and take this fight with Dustin? We've been waiting for a very long time to see you back.
It's time to go, so it's time to go.
Semi-final that is going to get you to the Connor fight next. Could be Connor, could be.
It's a championship fight right here.
And Nate, I know you were just asked kind of this question, but basically is the action of this fight the thing that brought you back, or was it the money?
Since my last fight, I've been in a lawsuit, so I wasn't eligible to fight. I don't know why nobody told you guys that.
Nate, you got this Dustin fight now, but is it fair to say you still won that trilogy with Connor?
I already won twice, so I ain't worried about it.
That's it? No more questions? We have one more thing we want to show you. Sorry, John Morgan, I lied a little bit. They're not here, unfortunately. I know. But the fight is done. October, Las Vegas. It's on, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out today, LA. We'll get the weigh-ins going here soon.
Official weight, 135 for the challenger. Official weight, 135 for the champion.
But if you become the champion, that's gonna be life-changing money.
I'm assuming future. Does that change anything as far as your outlook to the fight with training or just?
I just got a new contract and it was a great contract, but I looked at it, I said, yeah, that's nice, signed it, and then that was it. You know, I'm working on legacy and greatness, so I trust my team 100%. I trust my coach Colin Heron 100%. So as long as I do all that work, legacy and greatness, all money will be there. So I don't worry about it. If, you know, you can't have worries outside of this game. You know, I've got a girlfriend who's 7 months pregnant. I don't really care. I've got a daughter in Brazil right now who I haven't seen for 1 year. I don't really care. I just care about legacy and greatness. That's what I'm in this for. I'm not in this to make money, be a champion and leave. I'm in this for people to say at the end of it, you were the greatest. That's my only mentality. Fuck money and fuck everything else.
Does he remind you of yourself a little bit in some
He reminds
sense?
me a lot of myself, and because he really believes it. Some guys talk; they say what they think they want to hear.
Right.
He believes it. He believes he can beat me. He believes he's the best welterweight, and that's the fighter I want to fight. The guys that I've done the best against are the guys I respected the most, and the guys that brought the most, style wise, was the most problematic. You think about Robbie Lawler, crazy brawler, fighter of the year 2 years in a row, one of the craziest fights we've ever seen against Roy McDonald, a guy that beat me. You think about guys like Carlos Condit. At that time, his coach said nobody wants to strike with Carlos Condit. And I don't know which one of you guys was doing the interview, but they asked me, was virtually impossible to knock out Carlos Condit, so what are you going to do? I said, don't you ever disrespect me like that. And what happened? He got outstruck by a wrestler. So, I take the same thing to him. I'm going to go upside his head. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to put him down. And he's going to feel what we all felt when we got that first loss on our record.
My daughter born with something called Mobius syndrome. She cannot move the muscles in the head because when she born, two nerves in the left or right side. I'm not really sure. My wife is the one that knows everything. They don't make the signals to move the muscles. So it was a really expensive surgery. So they open up here, pull the muscles down, open up here, attach those muscles. So the muscles from here are making these ones work. And that take like 10 hours. It was a long surgery. And it was a thing I always was fighting for. I was fighting for the smile of my daughter. You guys can see she have a little smile right there. So,
And how was that to see her smile for the first
dude,
time?
like at some point I wasn't trying to see at her because I was waiting till I see the actual smile. So I was trying to don't get excited at the beginning when it's a little, but when my wife told me this morning this, I was like, I'm going to war. Like I'm going to, somebody's going to bleed, somebody's going to go down.
对于第一次的表现，我觉得我给自己打大概70分吧，我觉得刚刚及格。然后因为之前练的很多东西没有发挥出来，但是我觉得下一次比赛应该会发挥得更好。
Yes, I feel very happy and fortunate to be able to fight in the UFC, and I feel very happy about my victory in my UFC debut. And but I'm not quite 100% satisfied with my performance. If it gives score like 10, I'll just give myself 7.
得70分，如果下一次比赛的话，应该会发挥得更好。
Yeah, for the next fight, I'll definitely going to give much better performance. I'll come back stronger.
Oh yeah, I live in Irvine and Korean bar. Actually, I live like down the street for one of my favorite Korean barbecue. I can literally walk there and walk back, and like I'm running in the morning or running at night. I run by there just crying like, ah, shit. Like that's on my list to do. As soon as I get home tomorrow, go out there. It's called All That Korean Barbecue. Go and just pig out.
You gonna sneak in a cheat meal tonight?
Oh, you know it. I already got pizza in my room waiting for me, man. Come on now.
So tonight was, the happiest night of my life. Being fighting here in Los Angeles, I felt like fighting like in Brazil. Like I have been fighting Brazil, UFC since 2014. And the feelings that, walking tonight and fighting the octagon I felt like I needed to bring that victory. I felt that I was fighting like, for my people. So, I have my family, my wife's family, they're all from here, South Bay, and they're all here tonight watching. So, for me, it's a special night for sure.
Who makes sense after this? I think Brian Ortega, because my only loss is from Brian Ortega.
and I think Frankie Edgar have a fight, and Holloway can fight. I think if the Stephens lost to Jose Aldo, so I think a good matchup is me and Ortega.
And you wanted that for the interim?
Yeah. If possible, it's a dream come true. Makes sense, I think. Let's see what UFC say.
I'm fine. I'm more upset about the injuries, but other than that, I'm okay. I think I probably tore my right LCL, and then my right foot might be broken. So.
Do you know at what point in the fight that happened to you?
I think the right LCL probably happened in the second or third round. I remember we were scrambling, and I maybe shot, and then it kind of like pushed me over, and I rolled on my right knee, and I was like, I felt the pop, and I was like, oh, there goes the right LCL, fantastic. And then the foot, that's just from just kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking. First things first, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I want a rematch, blah, blah, blah. I need to get healthy first. My health is number one, and I'm not gonna, sign a contract if I can't get through 8 weeks of training camp to get ready for a fight. So first things first, I get home, get an MRI on my knee, my foot, see what the damage is, get that healed up, start training, go from there.
Oh, you guys doubted me. Each and every one of you.
Come true. On August 19th, I became the youngest in history to ever win an Olympic gold medal. And on August 4th, I defeated the man, the myth, the legend, Demetrius Johnson, man. It feels super good. And my number one goal in life was just to be a good husband and a good father someday. That was number one, as a 17-year-old kid. Number two was to be an Olympic champion, was to be the best in the world in the sport that I just love. And then number three was to be a UFC champion. And I've done 2 out of the 3. Probably harder than ever. It might be hard being a good husband and a good dad, but some of you guys are like, The Bachelor's next, baby. Bring them out.
Yeah, Henry. When you were up there and the decision was being read, were you worried at all? It was a pretty close fight.
Yeah, I felt like it could have gone either way. I really did, man. If they would have gave it to Demetrius, I'd have been like, damn. It could have gone either way for sure, man. And I'm a very honest and humble human being, but I was just happy to hear I knew.
Just one more thing. Close fight. Demetrius was a champion for a very long time. I know you want to go up, but would you be willing to give him an immediate rematch?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I want to talk to the UFC about that. He would deserve it. But like I said before, man, TJ has always thought about going down. And I'm saying, hey, man, let's, it's no more DJ, man. It's Henry Cejudo. And I want to go up. Let's do it, man. 135 pounds. I'm willing to challenge the champ. Thank you, guys. Hey, do you guys know about the bonuses? Did I get one or no? Or I wasn't cool enough. All right. Thank you, guys.
Do you feel like, Cody seems like, he has such intense dislike for you, and the fact that, does that work against him? Like, if you're so angry that it takes up some oxygen and maybe works against you where, if you're a little more relaxed, you were almost taunting him, so you're more relaxed and he's angry. Do you think that worked against him in a way?
I don't think that had to play a factor with anything. I think just he has some technical problems that he needs to fix. And I really don't believe he's got a chin. He plays a dangerous game. He likes to get in there and slug it. I worked a lot with my boxing this camp. I worked with Hoyle Diaz's gym out in Indio. I did a lot of boxing, tried to sit on my punches a lot, worked a lot with Dwayne on that right hook when Cody was coming in. We were planning on him throwing a right hand. And every time he throws his right hand, he drops his left. He's looking to throw a left hook. He's fast, right? He throws a big right, left hand, but he drops it to his pocket. So we were just planning on timing it. I got a great coach that game plans with me and just timing that as he comes in and kind of let some of the technique go out the window and just be mean,
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready.
Wish you luck in Nebraska. Not quite sure what that was, but we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up here. For Angela, for Dave, for Esther Casey, I'm Mark. Stay tuned at MMAfighting.com for all your post-fight UFC 227 coverage. See you guys soon.
Oh.